everyone, it's Desiree, and here I'm just going to show a single card. The stamp set that I'm using is by Jillibean Soup, and it doesn't have a name, but you can see it there. I will link it down below. And the die that I used for the frame is by Penny Black, and it's called Antique Frame. And guys, I have to tell you, I think this is coming close to the wonky die. This die is absolutely awesome. I just love the look of it. I love the feel of it. It's just really cool looking. And it is a nested set. So I took a piece of Nina Solar 80 pound, cut it up, and then I cut it in half. And then I made sure I did that again so that it would have a split. We're going to make a get well card. We always need those sometimes. So with this stamp set, it is, I don't like saying lesser quality. It's a different quality of stamp. So you do have to give it just a little bit more care, a little bit thought, not just with your fingers. So I do use an eraser just to get it. You could use Versamark ink as well. And that will make it go or adhere to the ink, or the ink adhere to the stamp, so to speak, to it just a little bit better. I use a brush after I use the eraser to get rid of all the little tiny eraser scraps, squiggles, whatever you want to call them, just to make sure that there's none there. And you want to stamp it a couple times. I'm using my Simon Says stamp ink in Intense Black. And I just pulled that out because I am going to be using some alcohol markers. And I used my Lawn Fawn Everyday Sentiment banners because it gives me a straight edge cut. Yes. So have that. We're going to set that aside. I'm going to now take the Band-Aid that's sitting in here. I think it is just so cute. It's a Band-Aid, but I just think it's cute. I didn't take the eraser to this, tried it with my fingers, and it did work. So I'm going to stamp this 4 times across this card for what I'm looking to do. I was actually inspired by a video that Vicki did, and I cannot pronounce her last name, and if I even tried, it would be just bad. So I'm actually going to use my Blick alcohol markers, and the colors that I'm using are Camel and Light Umber, and I'm just going to color the Band-Aids in. So I'm just going to make them the normal color that we see Band-Aids usually. They're like a tan color, so to speak. It all depends on the image, on how I'm coloring the image. If I put down my light color first, then come in with my dark, that's usually the norm of what I do so that I can get the blend to happen when it comes with the alcohol markers. I will say I just recently got the Blick markers and I really like them. So if you are looking for alcohol markers that you don't have to mortgage your house for, don't get me wrong, the Copics, yeah, I'd love to have a set. But they are more expensive, and I get it. But these are a very good value. You get all 96 colors, which includes a colorless blender, and it's about just under $200. And I think they're very good. I'm really enjoying them. Still love my Prismacolors. They're still my favorites. And yes, I do have the Stampin' Up! Ones as well, if you saw any of my previous videos, and they're nice as well. I am hoping, though, they do come out with more colors. So I'm just showing you here how I color it. You can see that you can get different values from one color of marker as well. You can see when I color in the larger areas. And that's what it looks like. So I'm going to color all 4 of them. Not going to show in the video. And you can see how they look. Now, 2 of them I didn't have to color all of them, but I was just having fun playing with the markers. And yes, totally forgot that I didn't have to color it all in. So I'm going to fussy cut these out. Yes, I have a scan and cut, and I could have put them through that. But this is a really easy image to cut out. So I didn't want to rearrange everything on my table just so I could cut these out. Because it's my table, while it's big, it's always full when it comes to that. And I am still trying to figure out how I can do a video on the scan and cut. My area's probably not conducive, but we'll figure it out. So I'm just going to cut these out, and I'm going to cut right up to the edge. I don't want to leave a white border around these. Again, it's easy to cut out, so I went that way. So for 2 of the Band-Aids, I'm going to cut them out that way. And then for the other 2, again, I didn't have to color them, but I was just going with it. I just need the center part. And again, this video was inspired by Vicki. She had made one of these cards. I think the stamp set she had used was from My Favorite Things when she did hers. And I just thought it was the cutest thing. And yeah, I'm just getting around to doing it now. I'm using a Memento Tuxedo Black marker to go around the edges. And I'm going to now use my Vintage Photo Distress ink. And I'm just going to ink around the edges of these 2 panels that I have, just to give it some color. I don't mind the whiteness of a page. I think that's where a lot of creativity comes from, and it helps us to be creative. But I just wanted it to stand out just a little bit so it wasn't so sore, what I call sore. It's a technical term. So I'm going to prop both of these up. So I used my 3M foam tape on the back, and I'm just going to set these down on my top folding 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card panel. Or excuse me, card base, so to speak. So you can see we have that opening there, I guess making it look like a wound, so to speak. Not to get graphic, but I think it's kind of cool. I'm also going to ink around the sentiment banner that I created as well. And of course, since it's fist-tailed, we're going to curl up the edges. And you guys will probably never see my red nails again, because wow, it gets all over the paper. So I don't know how people function when they color their nails doing this. I mark up the paper with my nail polish. So I'm going to prop the sentiment. Enough of that. I just rambled a little bit. So I'm going to prop this up using some foam squares cut down. And I'm going to set that on an angle as well. For those of you that have seen my previous videos, you know, straight edges really aren't my thing. I like to put things on angles. And I'm actually going to use, I have one of those Xyron sticker makers. This is awesome. This was a treasure that I found. Of course, I messed up setting them down, but we can work with this. We don't start all over again. We just rub it down to make sure that it's going to adhere to the adhesive to make it a sticker. I'm just going to bend it, and I'm just going to slice in between. So just that little part won't have any adhesion on it, and that's fine. No need to start all over. So I'm going to place the one Band-Aid down, and then I'm going to peel off the next one and put the other Band-Aid down on an angle. For the 2 pieces where I just cut the squares, I'm just going to add some dimension. So I'm going to add a foam square to the bottom of each of these, and then I'm going to place those right on top of where they are actually on the Band-Aid. So we just got some different layers going on our card. And I think it's a really cute card to send somebody that's maybe not doing so well today. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It's kind of different than what I'm doing, but I'm hoping to do more of these. All the products that I used are going to be linked down below in the description. Please continue to leave your comments and ask your questions. I do try to get back to you as fast as I can. And of course, I will continue to do that. Thank you so much for all of your support and everything else. I'm just speechless. Please, let's stay connected. I have blog, Instagram, Pinterest, however you say on social media, I am there. Remember, everyone, be creative.